Right, hello everybody. I've cut the pages to size, the size of journal I wanted to fit my bag. As you know, my bag was 6 by 8. Okay, so I've cut them to 7 3/4. Well, I think it's 5. About 5 1/8 actually. Okay, so that's what I've done because I thought time it bulks up, it'll need a little bit more extra room. So I've done that, and I've chosen, you know, blue spotty bag. I haven't tea stained any of these yet, which I will do. And music paper, a bit of tea stain paper, and I'm going to tea stain these very lightly. It's going to be a very weak mixture, just to give it a little bit of colour without, you know, doing too much to the rest of the colour. That's my intention anyway. That's that, and some book pages. Doily I thought went nicely with this one. It's white envelope, which I'm going to tea stain, even though it looks okay white. This, you know, does lend itself actually to being left white, some of those pages. So if you do want to tea stain, it will work because it looks good. So a couple of pages there. This could change my layout, but this is what I've done so far, and I thought that would be the center of the signature. Yeah, which I thought would look nice with the strings coming down with a couple of snowflakes on. That's my intention. So I've done that. So of course I'm doing two at the same time, so the other one's just drying at the moment, and then I'll tea stain that one. A couple of things I want to talk about. Freebies, right? I designed these. They're quite large, so I wasn't sure whether to downsize them, but I actually really liked it. I was playing around with like the ripped edge and things like this, and so I designed them. They're going on my website as a freebie. Okay, so that's those. And what I've done here is I sort of printed them out twice, you know, downsized them, so I printed a copy on an A4 sheet, and I thought that they were nice as well. So I'm not quite sure whether to leave them that size or to have them that side. Sorry, we've got very noisy neighbours this morning next door, right outside my studio. Sorry about that. So it's either not doing a video or just sort of pretending they don't exist. So I think I'll do that. And the other freebie will be this, okay, which I printed out. And so I printed out on white paper, the blind there, tracing paper, which is there. Okay, yeah, the next door neighbours have left their kitchen door open, so of course they're all in there, and it echoes across to my studio. So that's going to be available as a download as well. And I also printed it on some parchment. I'm not saying I'm going to use it because it's a tiny bit yellow for me, but I just thought I'd see, because this one was like a creamy parchment. I've got a white parchment which I think would be better. Okay, so that's a bit yellowy. All right, but I just thought I'd show you. I printed out on that as well. That was that. Then, what did I do last night? Oh, yes, and last night I added just a bits of ephemera to my shop, my Etsy shop. I think there was 8 sheets in total, because this is from my personal collection, and it sort of, it goes, okay? So if we wanted any plain things to go with this, without anything on, all I've done is put an edge around it, nothing else, okay? Just so it's easier for you to cut out, really, and you know, and less inking. So I thought these all went quite well. Again, my personal collection. This one, of course, doesn't, but I loved it. So, and I thought, well, it's part of my collection, so I'll add it anyway. And it sort of fills in some spaces sometimes. Another one there. That's the smaller size, sorry. Oh, no, it's not, sorry. Yeah, there's that one there. some of those. 1887. Let's cut. Look at this one sheet where I've done it 3 times on here just to. Okay. Just playing around with the colours, really. Okay. There's some invoices. And these ones aren't my collection, but I had them anyway, so I put them in. These are mine. Right, so here they are, where I printed them twice, okay? So that they shrunk down. It's hard to explain. It's just that you scroll down on your printer settings and don't pick A4, you pick the next one down, and then you choose your 2 JPEGs to fit onto the page, so it shrinks everything down. Okay, so they're all done smaller now, all right, which will come in handy for different things. And if you use a PDF, you actually go down in percentage, but you can't fill in the page. If you go down like 50%, then you will only get that. Then you're wasting that much of your paper, which is annoying, really. I think. I'm not sure whether you can change that, but that's those. That's that one now. Okay, so I've got those in my shop now, which I'm always using that sort of thing. So I thought, well, I might as well add them because they're all done for me. So I've just added them and, you know, you can make use of them. Right, okay, I'll see you in a bit. All right, I've put the lace on and stitched it on. Don't need to, but I did. So I've used some very delicate lace today for this one because, again, I don't want it too thick because it's not going to go in the bag. So just put some lace on the first page there. Where else? That one there. Okay. Because that page was a little bit short, so that's brought that up nicely. And then I've got this nice sort of bluey one that toned in lovely with that, because I might put a white one on here. So that would look quite nice, but I don't need to stitch that. I might do that after. And I made this one into my little tag pockets I always do. Okay, so that's an envelope, large envelope, and I've just stitched down 2 sides and down the middle and down the middle that way. So all I do, envelope, fold it in half, and I usually fold it in half again. Okay, which gives me my centre. I just stitch down there so I can have 4 tags coming out of there. So I quite like that because I quite like the tags sticking out here. Let's make sure I put that back in the right way, which is that way. Okay, and a bit of lace there. And also made out of a DL envelope, little tag pocket there as well. Okay, I haven't done it double because it's good. They're quite thin, these, but I will put something, an embellishment or something on there, all right, because it's all plain. So I will make that with a bit of blue somewhere there. And then same here. I need something here, but I'll most probably embellish this area either with a side pocket here. I'm stuck with bits. So I'll most probably put a big pocket along that one, okay, with some of the background papers, and then that's my centre. So I think it was a total of 12 pages I've done. Okay, so that's 48 sides in that we've got, which is plenty, I think. Time we embellish it. Okay, and I thought little notebooks in there as well. There'll be plenty of places to write if need be. Okay, well that's it. So I think that's that sort of journal done, except for we'll do the cover. Okay, which I'm going to do because so I'll go and find some fabric to do the cover. Right, I've decided not to do fabric. I'm going to do wallpaper and the kit. I think I'm going to do that because I really like that, but I only got one piece of this, so one will have enough here to do the other one. That will be the other one. I think I'm going to use rain at the moment. Very wintry, these wallpapers, so I'm going to, but I actually thought, well, not all of you will have that, so I've gessoed a piece of, okay, so that's where I've got to on that one. So I thought I'd show you on here. So I stuck 2 pieces of card together. Okay, and then I stick it to that, but I'm not worried too much because I'm going to be sewing. If you use PVA, I've used Fabri-Tac. I would suggest you leave it overnight. You know, do a couple of them and just leave them like that until they're nice and dry. Like that. Quite a lot, so right, and what I do here is to make sure I can see that. Nice crease there so I can actually see. Make sure I come up near, sort of come back on myself, yeah? Like that. And I'll do it again. Just in a bit. Just miss that corner, and then there. It took me ages to do this. I was forever getting it wrong on these corners. Like that. All right, so you've got a little bit there. You see that? A bit of shadow today. Sorry, the sun's just come out. Gosh, which is lovely, of course, but. I always do the 2 opposite sides first, and then put them. I don't know why. I mean, you might like to do the sides first, and then you know, do it that way. It's just that's how I do it. Oh, it's so noisy today. I had another interruption and my battery's going to die now, so I've just taken the sticky stuff off and that. Okay, and then I'll show you how to do the bit in the next one when I charge. Okay, and that's going to be stuck in there like that and that there. Some glue. I just put loads down the spine bit first, and then I'll stick, you know, down this area. Gesso helps so the glue don't show through really, but then you don't see this anyway because your signatures are sewn into it. But I'll make sure I got loads on that bit there. Doesn't come out very fast, this one, so okay, I'll sort of try and find the centre bit, so I'll sort of do that, and then I'll sort of pinch it so I sort of know where it is, but then this is covered anyway, so just stick that down nicely. It doesn't matter if it's not straight or anything because that's all covered, but it just protects the spine. And then I'll lift. Okay, and what I do here, I also gessoed the wallpaper, okay, because I was a bit worried because in case it got too dirty. So That's nice and dry now. Did I say gessoed? No, I didn't gesso, I Mod Podged. So I've got gesso on the brain. These aren't cut. This is just one of the background papers. Not cut to size yet, but they will go in here like that. But I will, once the signatures are sewn in, I will trim these down, okay? And then re-ink the edges. So they're going to sit in there. And then all you'll see is a little bit where the signatures are sewn in. Because there's only one signature, so I've got a little bit to trim off that yet. All right, but it's better putting those in once the signature's sewn in. Okay, because you can leave yourself a little gap then. So that's what I do there. Oh, it seemed a bit long-winded today. I've had so many interruptions and everything. Oh dear. Well, anyway, that's the sort of cover done until we sew the signatures in, really. And that's next. Okay, and I think that wallpaper's worked really well.